going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to begin going over the motor. So what I'm going to start out first is cleaning up all the loose oil, and then I'm going to start from the bottom, work my way to the top. So see how far I get, and get all my parts in order in those boxes, set them over here so I have them ready to go, and we'll get this motor back to where it should be. So let us begin. Okay, so now we're going to run a bore scope. Let's see, we got it working good. Okay, so now we're going to put this, inspect the cylinders. Maybe. Make sure we ain't got any crack. We'll have a cracked piston. Okay, this is cylinder 5. Looks good. Cylinder 3. Looks good. Cylinder 1. Looks good. Alright. Swing over around. I think got caught. Hold up. Okay. Cylinder 6. Yeah, cylinder 6 is good. Okay. Got caught in there. Okay, cylinder 4. Good. And cylinder 2. Good. Alright, so all cylinders look good. So now I'm going to start tearing it down. I got the block on the front side and the back side done. So now I'm going to focus on taking this all off and then getting the pan off and start freshening it up. So let's get to it. quick. This front main seal's done. So there's part of the leak as well. All right, let me get back to it. Okay, so we got the timing chain cover off. So of course I got to clean all this up. Not too bad. I'll clean all that. This, not bad of a cleanup. The timing chain is a little sloppy. But he's talking about sometime next year he wants to do a different cam, and he really doesn't drive it that much. So the motor's coming apart anyway. This is his choice. So it's not gonna jump time, but I mean, it's, yeah. I'll get a hold of him and see what we're gonna do with that, but probably gonna just running it for the rest of the year until he decides he wants to do the cam swap. But it's a little sloppy. So I'm gonna get a hold of him after I finish this segment and see what he wants to do with that. And if you're gonna run it, then we'll just continue on the tear down. But yeah, so there's that. And then I didn't take the water pump off because there's really no need to. Nothing's leaking on that. I got to take the oil pump out so I can drill that hole I was telling you about. And then I'm going to clean this timing chain cover up. And then I'm going to pop that seal out so I can get that hole drilled. So let me get a hold of the owner, and then we'll get right back to it. Okay, so we got the mating surface on the timing chain covers. We got the front of the block fucking cleaned up. Now, what we're gonna do is I already popped out the oil pump. So we're gonna get this main seal out. Usually I just take a flathead and just wedge it on in there, and then I'll tap it with a hammer. Try to bend it to pry it. Wait a minute. Why is this so? This is not. I'm asleep. That ain't supposed to come out that easy. Whatever. Okay, so oh fuck. All right, so now what we're gonna do, okay, you see that hole right there? We're going to drill that hole bigger. I necessarily don't know exactly what size this drill bit this is, but this is what I used on Hellboy. It's pretty much just a little bit bigger, not too much bigger. All right, we're going to drill through there, and it's going to come out right there. Okay, you don't want to make it too big because then you'll drill through that. That's what you don't want to do. So just a little bit bigger. So let me see, I'm gonna set you guys somewhere so you can see me do it. I'll set you right there. Maybe this will work. Hey, I don't know if that's gonna hold. Try and fucking terrible. I know I'm gonna trip with this phone. I know. Sorry. I don't think this is gonna work. Um, maybe. Nope, that's not gonna work either. I'm just gonna have to show you when I'm done. I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, I got the timing chain cover cleaned up. What you want to do, see how I got that hole bigger now? So just go up this a size, not too big, because like I said, you don't want to drill through that right there. Okay, and then you also don't want to drill through that. But there's the hole, nice and bigger than what it was, so that's gonna help a lot. I did that on all my builds. So that's done. So now I'm gonna put the oil pump back in. When you put the oil pump in, I pack it with Vaseline, and I'm gonna clean that, and then we'll put the timing chain cover back on, and then change the oil pan gasket, clean the pan, and this, that, and the other. So what he decided to do, he wants to do a different cam. He said he's not gonna be driving it that much, so he's just gonna run this. This will be okay to get him through the rest of the year. I approve this. I mean, it's not like he going to the track and beating the shit out of it, but this, I mean, it'll be okay. So if it were me, I would replace it, but like I said, if he's going through it again next year, it'll be all right. So all right, so I'm gonna clean this front section, clean that up, put the timing chain cover back on, and then I'm going to remove the oil pan and put the new oil pan gasket on, clean the pan up. Now when I put the pan back on, what I'm gonna do, because with this particular pan, the metal pans, the rear main seal cover and the front and the timing chain cover bolts don't like to line up. So you just want to just snug the bolt, just get the bolt started. And then usually what I do is I'll tighten these first. I'll snug them, snug the back just a little bit so I can wiggle the pan if I need to. Because you don't want to cross thread the timing chain cover bolts or the rear main cover bolts, because that's aluminum. They'll cross thread easy. So just a little tip. You don't necessarily got to worry about that with the aluminum oil pan. It's just the metal pans where it's a pain in the ass. Because I'm going to be honest with you. On Hellboy's motor right now, this bolt right here is missing. Because of how the pan is. I'm just so like over it, so I just said fuck it. Eventually I'm gonna get a bolt there, but the pan needs to be loosened and repositioned, and I gotta get another bolt because that bolt was stripped on my timing chain cover. So I gotta figure out what bolt is needed for that. But I mean, it leaks a little bit, just a little bit of oil. Not bad to where it's like ferocious, just like a little driplet. Like maybe if I drive it like 500-600 miles, I might have like a little slight puddle in the basket. Nothing major. That's why I'm always under that car cleaning it anyway. It's no big deal to me right now, but I'll fix it eventually when I feel like it. But this ain't about Hellboy. This is about Hamster Lower. So let me go ahead and get back to it. Oh man, I forgot. I gotta drain the oil. I didn't drain the oil, but at least show you. So we got the front main seal on the right way. Okay, nice and flush. So we got that on. The water pump was missing 2 of these bolts. I had them, so now it's got 4 like it's supposed to. Timing chain cover gaskets on, cleaned up. Timing chain cover's clean. It's not a grease pile. I got this, and it's part of the head clean. I'll clean the lower intake manifold when I take it off. But I think what I'm gonna do today is once I get this oil pan on, or this new pan gasket, once I get that on, then I'll probably take the valve cover so we can see what's going on in there, and then I'm gonna call it a day, because tomorrow will be removing the lower intake manifold because I got to clean the hell out of it, and then I got to do the valve spring, so that's going to take some time. So I'll save that for tomorrow. So shit, probably tomorrow this engine's going to be done. So I would have knocked it out today, but I got to go to work. But what I also want to do is I'm going to re-torque these heads, make sure they're tight, because nothing on this motor was tight. So I'm going to go over that. Yeah, so let me get this pan off. Well, before I gotta we'll drain the oil. So let me drain this oil, and then we'll get the pan off and change the pan gasket. So that's E85. So this is typical, because he didn't have any PCV, so this pretty much went right back in the pan. So I'm gonna clean this up. It's not coolant. For those like, oh, that's E85. I can clearly smell it. So yeah, let me clear this out, and then I'll get the pan back on. Okay, so you can see, nice and clean. We got the new pan gasket on. I got this bottom section of the block done. So I got to clean that, and then the lower intake manifold. Got the pan where I want it. So now I think for today I'm gonna call them done. What we gonna do before I stop the videos, we're gonna take these, inspect these what you call it. Let's look at these valve seals. Okay. Yep. Just as I figured. So this is cylinder 2, 4, and 6. And remember, I pulled the spark plugs in cylinder 4 and 6, and there was oil. So this is why Cody was burning oil. There you go. Had a valve seal pop up there, and then right there it barely came up in cylinder 6. So that's why it's burning oil, and we'll correct that. I don't even need to take this off, because I pretty much know that the front wasn't. We'll look at it anyway, but I know the front spark plugs look good. Yeah. Nope, I lied. See, another one popped up. Okay, and another one. There it is. This is why it's burning oil. You seen it. So, going over things, there was lots of bolts missing. A lot of stuff wasn't torqued down properly. We have 4 valve seals that popped up, and the spacer for the oil neck, wrong size bolts, wasn't torqued down, which is why it was leaking oil everywhere. And bad crankcase pressure, and you see why everything is the way it is. But when it's done, it's going to be a ripper. So all right, I'm gonna end it right here. I will catch you guys on the next one.